Don't vote. Don't vote for Obama. Don't vote for McCain. Don't vote for Biden. Don't vote for Palin. Don't vote for Barr. Don't vote for Baldwin, Nader, Paul. Don't vote for anyone. Don't rock the vote. Don't exercise your right to vote. Don't vote for change. Don't vote for the status quo. Don't vote for pro-choice or pro-life or anything else. Don't vote. Don't vote because it's pointless. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you got anything out of voting? Even in 2004, or 2000 for that matter, when everybody was talking about the presidential election, how close it was. Did your vote for Bush or Kerry or Nader or whoever it was, did it really make any difference? Of course it didn't. Just take a look. Look at an almanac or Wikipedia it or Google it if you're so inclined. I guarantee you there was no state where a single vote made a difference. So, as much as you might like to think that your vote was consequential, it wasn't. It did not make a difference in the election. The outcome would have been the same. There would have been a war in Iraq. There would have been this financial meltdown. Blame it on whoever you like, but don't blame yourself, because your vote had nothing to do with it. And so my advice to you next week, when you have a chance to vote, in the coming days, if you watch this video a little bit later, is don't even waste your time, because you're getting nothing out of it. How long does it take to vote? It doesn't happen immediately. You don't just walk in, vote, and you're done. You have to drive there, you have to walk there, you have to rollerblade there if you're going to support Senator Craig and have an extra wide stance when you pull the lever. The point is, it's not just the action of voting, it's all the preparation ahead of time. I mean, what about the research and the studying that's necessary? You're not just going in cold, right? I mean, you're going to look over the issues first, presumably. That's not immediate. That takes a little bit of time. And if you're wasting time doing that, think about what you could be doing instead. You could be exercising, you could be reading a book on something you're actually interested in, you could be petting a dog, you could be eating a fruit, you could be riding a roller coaster. I could go on sounding like a children's book. The point is, why vote? I mean, what do you really get out of it? When was the last time you received a personal benefit from voting? It doesn't make any sense. And then you go down there and you vote, which takes forever, assuming the line you wait in doesn't bore you to death. You cast your pointless vote, you walk out, and some idiot slaps a sticker on you that says, "I voted." Well, that's stating the obvious. And to what end? So what? You voted. Good for you. They should put a sticker on you that says, "I, as a consequence of years of conditioning and propaganda," I apologize, it's my dog. She's adorable. I'll be petting her on voting day, by the way, not voting, because it's a waste of time. Anyway, they put the sticker on you, and that's what you get. You get a piece of paper that sticks to your clothes and probably pulls the threads out, like it would of my very fine, gray wool sweater. So, in my mind, I'm sorry I have to reach over because I've got my other dog over here who keeps running by and wanting to be scratched on the head. Anyway, what's the point of that, of getting a sticker out of all this? Just so you can go to a presidential election and yap about how you voted. Who really cares? I mean, the other thing is, and this is sort of spontaneous and it goes into the research thing, but it just occurred to me now, even if you think you know the issues, you probably don't. I mean, you probably know the cool, sexy issues like abortion and taxes and the war. But what do you really know about municipal bond issuances for sewage treatment plants? I mean, probably not much. And if you do, you're a tool bag. So maybe you should vote tool bag, but for the rest of us, it's a waste of time. You're a good little doggy, aren't you? I mean, the other thing about voting is it's not just the president. You've got to vote for like the state and the local, the mayor, and like, do you know who your state senator is? Or if you're from Nebraska, do you know who your representative is in the unicameral legislature? Of course not. Or maybe you know his name or her name, but beyond that, who knows anything? Who has time for this stuff? It's ridiculous. So my advice would be, on the voting thing, just pass this year. In fact, pass in perpetuity, because it's a total waste. What is your problem? Oh, you're such a sweetheart, aren't you? Aren't you a sweetheart? Yeah, you are. Anyway, so you can't just go in and vote for the president either. That's idiotic, because then you're leaving half the slate or more untouched. But on the other hand, you can't just go in and vote for the entirely same party. I mean, that's ridiculous. You know, she wants to be picked up. Do you mind? Watch this. Adorable, right? I told you. I mean, there's no value in voting for a straight ticket, because it's like, that would be like going to a party and looking around and thinking, I like everyone here. I want to be friends with everyone in this party, which is ridiculous. I mean, nobody goes to a party and likes everyone there. If you go to a party and you see some creepy old guy leaning over a keg staring down girls' shirts, you don't want to be friends with him. If you go to a party and there's some stoner eating Cheetos, staring at a ceramic cat, laughing off into the distance, you don't want to be friends with him. If you go to a party and you see some weird guy wearing a gray sweater with a blue collar holding a dachshund who sneaks into the bathroom, opens up medicine cabinets, and licks the deodorant, maybe you want to be friends with him. My point is, though, you need to have a selective attitude about this. You can't just say everyone in this party is hip. And that's precisely what you're doing when you pull the lever for one political party. It's foolish. You're not thinking things through. So I would advise very strongly against it. I don't think it's the proper approach. She's tired. So what are you going to do? Well, here's how I see it. On Tuesday, you can either drive to your polling station, get in line, have some gray-haired woman. You know what? Have some patience. It takes 3 minutes. Once a day I do this. Give me a break, okay? There's plenty of food downstairs. We'll get to it in a moment. Apologize. Yeah, you can go down there and you can vote, sure. Right. And what do you get out of it? I mean, seriously, is your vote going to make any difference? No. So here's what you do. Treat yourself. Stop. I'm coming to the end of this thing, all right? On Election Day Eve, that is the Monday before the election, go out to your local drugstore and spend $12, $15. That's all I'm asking you to invest. Get yourself a new toothbrush, toothpaste in case the dog was barking too loudly, mouthwash, maybe some floss. And on Election Day morning, you wake up, you get in there and you scrub those little monsters, front and back, both sides. Floss, mouthwash. You be patient. 20, 30 minutes to this effort. Spit it out. Do it again. Commit 40 minutes. That's all I'm asking. 40 minutes, $15. You're going to walk out of that bathroom feeling fantastic. She agrees. Your teeth are going to be smoother. This was like the best line I have, and you just ruined it. Just disregard that part. Your teeth are going to be smoother than the back of a ballot. Damn it, I screwed it up too. And you're really disrupting my routine. Let me try one more. Your teeth are going to be smoother than the back of an untouched ballot. I think unused would be better. The dog's really throwing me off. Your teeth are going to be smoother than the back of an unused ballot. And you're going to feel terrific all day long. All your friends are going to be marching along, talking about how they voted for this guy or that guy and how they affected the democratic process. You know what? That's fantastic, but your teeth are going to be in terrific shape. So this is my suggestion to you. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there because the dachshund's obviously getting irate. I appreciate your time. It's always a pleasure. And I'll see you the next time when I discuss why it's pointless to shovel your driveway. You ready to eat? You guys want to get some food, huh? Get some food? Okay.